Hey guys, it's Jesus here. I'm going to show you guys my GDS run, and I eventually made playoffs with this team, but I'm going to show you the four battles that I did play. I came in as a replacement for GDS after week 3, so I have week 4, week 5, week 6, and week 7, and I have my prep for all of those matches. So we're going to go through the first battle, and I'm going to show you guys my prep right now. So I have a Charizard with Dragon Claw, Will-O-Wisp, HP Ice, Roost. It hit his team pretty evenly besides Bronzong and Primarina. I had HP Ice and Will-O-Wisp for Lando. Looking back, I'm realizing that I didn't really need both. I could have run Fire Stab or I could have run like Thunder Punch, which probably would have been really, really good versus his team. But uh, it's just hindsight for now. But I really like the set going into the match, so that's what the set was. I also have Scald, Toxic, Wish, Protect, Vaporeon. This was kind of like my Swampert switching in a way. And it was also like soft checked pretty much his entire team. Like barring like Spectrum. Spectrum was like really, really a problem in prep. But I decided to make Fizz Def Vaporeon because I was hoping I could kill Primarina. Like revenge kill it every time it came out. I also have Clefable with a Kabaya Berry. And I think, what was this for? I forgot what the Kabaya Berry was for, but he had a poison type on his team. Oh, it was for Scolipede. He had a Scolipede on his team that I was really, really afraid of. I have Silk Scarf, Stoutland with Ice Fang, Thunder Fang, Return, and Crunch. This hit his team pretty evenly, and it could have swept. I have my Gigalith, which is really my way to stop the rain from being up all battle, and my check for Hydreigon. I really, really like this set. Gigalith is so broken with the Spadef boost from Sandstream. Like, I actually love this Pokemon. And then I have Sigilif with Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, Roost, Defog. Psychic hit his pretty evenly. I needed a Defogger with Exar this week. And I had Dazzling Gleam so I wouldn't get hard walled by Hydreigon. And you're going to see a few times where you're like, why didn't you click it? Why didn't you click it? And I'm going to explain why. But let's start off the battle. So I lead Exar because at this point in time, I don't really need Exar for the entire matchup. It gets walled by Bronzor. It gets walled by Primarina. So at this point, I'm like, okay, why not lead it? Try and see what I can do. He leads Primarina, so I'm like, okay, it has some value, so I'm going to switch it out. I go hard Vaporeon. He reveals that he is not Specs Primarina here. So I was really, really happy about that because I chew that E-Ball because I'm no Spadef. I click Wish here because it's one of my safest plays to get back to full health, and I'm willing to scout the Toxic. I was going to let him click Rocks there because I didn't really care about them being up, but he didn't click Rocks. So I go Sigilif here because it's my Defogger and it's my status absorber. And I click Psychic. Now, the reason I clicked Psychic instead of D-Gleam, even though D-Gleam was a no drawback play, was because I thought he was going to go Primarina. I want him to feel safe going into Hydreigon. And at this point, I didn't really need Gigalith for anything. Gigalith literally does not check anything else in his team except for Hydreigon. So I was completely fine with letting in Hydreigon for free. So I get the sand up. He clicks Flash Cannon. It does 26. Like, it's nothing. I fucking chew. Get the lefties. Basically did 20%. I get my rocks up. He goes Bronzong. And then I go Sigilif again because this is now my Bronzong switch in. I just defog here, I think. I'm pretty sure I defog. Oh no, I Psychic. Why did I Psychic? I go Gigalith again. I take Rocks damage. He clicks Dark Pulse. Does 22. Still chewing. What did I double? I double into Vaporeon. And he clicks what? He clicks Steel Z. Now, I realize now he had Steel Z for the Clefable, which he thought was going to be my Hydreigon check, but I didn't really need Clefable to check that. Clefable was more of my check for Swampert and for Lando if it came, but it didn't. I think I click Wish here. Do I click Wish? Oh no, I double into Gigalith. I click Protect here. On the Super Fang, he reveals that he has it, and I think I stay in. No. Oh, I go Stoutland to try and gain some momentum because I don't really need this mon at full health to do anything. So I click return here, and then I think I click Crunch next, or do I go Charizard? I go Sigilite. So, what do I click here? I default here, and he went Hydreigon. So now I go Clefable since I know he doesn't have the Steelzy anymore. He goes Swampert, and then he goes Pelipper. I click Wish on my Clefable, and I just go straight into Vaporeon. In hindsight, I really probably should have gone into Sigilyph, because I think, am I offensive or am I some defense? Oh, I wasn't running enough speed to outspeed Lando, I think. He clicks U-turn, he toxics my Umbreon, which I'm really not happy about. And he goes Bronzong, so I can't toxic anything on his team. So I just go Sigilyph here, and I think I finally click Dazzling Gleam here. Yeah, I finally click Dazzling Gleam because I know he's happy with going into this, and Gigalith is getting kind of low, so I don't like this coming out. He goes Primarina and Rain, and clicks Hydro Pump, and he reveals he's Scarf. And that's when I realized that is going to be a problem. I go Vaporeon because I'm pretty sure I'm Water Absorb, even though I probably should have been Hydration in hindsight. But I Toxic his Pelipper. He goes right back into the Bronzong. And I click Wish here. And then I just click Protect to try to get some health back. He reveals Gyro Ball. And I think I go Charizard here. Yeah. He clicks Toxic, I'm pretty sure, yeah. But at this point in time, I'm like, I don't need Charizard anymore. He's Choice Scarf Primarina. Charizard literally just a sack now. It's completely walled by Bronzor and completely walled by this. I was hoping I could scare out the Bronzong, but I think he opts to stay in. Yeah, I just click Declaw here, try to chip it. And I think he was heat-proof Bronzong, and that's why. Click Scald here, get the burn. He Qs the Vaporeon. He goes Pelipper here, gets up his Rain. I click Wish. I think the next few turns are pretty passive. Yeah, go into this. He clicks Waterfall, I'm pretty sure. Or I click... Yeah, I try to stall out the Rain here, so he can't do much to my team. Click Wish, click Protect. If I had lefties, this would have been much easier, but I don't, sadly, which was like kind of caused a problem. And at this point in time, with Charizard being gone and Sigilyph being gone, the only thing that can really like offensively break his team is Stoutland, and I'm keeping that in the back of my mind. So I want to get this Swampert to not have Rain Up. It just makes my life much easier if it doesn't have Rain Up. And I go Vaporeon here. Clicks U-turn. I think he goes the Eel. And I'm pretty. I go straight into Gigalith. And he clicks Thunderbolt and gets the para. Now, this may not seem huge, but at this point in time, it's not that much of a problem. But it becomes a problem because right there, I click Rocks. And you may say, what do Rocks matter in this game? Well, Rocks literally put his entire team in range, and I'm pretty sure later on at that point in the battle, Pelipper drops down to 22%, so I can keep Sand up completely because Pelipper is going to die on switching. But I don't get Rocks up there. I go Vaporeon. And at this point in time, I'm like, okay, it just got 1,000 times harder for me to win this game because Primarina is not in range of Stoutland, so I have to find a way to chip that. And there are a lot of things going through my mind right now, and it's looking like a very, very unwinnable matchup. He clicks Scald there for some reason, which I'm very, very confused about. I was thinking maybe he's trying to sack his Pelipper. But he drops down to 22%, like I said. So he clicks U-turn, and I think he goes Swampert here. Yeah. And he just clicks Waterfall. And Waterfall is looking really, really scary right now, especially if he gets to flinch. But he doesn't, gladly. And he knows I'm going to try to Wish Protect spam him. He goes Primarina, and I have to go Vaporeon, I think. Oh, no, I click Protect. Now I click that and try to see what he's trying to do. I click Wish, he clicks T-Bolt. I think the next few turns, yeah, it's just Clef sitting in, trying to do shit. We'll go ahead and fast forward. So this is when he tries to do the thing with Swampert again. I go to full health. He waterfalls. It does a lot, but not too much that I'm like really worried about. I'm stalling out my Wish Protects, which is getting kind of scary because I know I'm going to need a lot of them. And eventually, at some point, I'm going to have to attack him. So I decided to attack him there. I get Sand up. I go into Vaporeon. And I think I try to sack it, right? Yeah, I sack Vaporeon, and then I go Stoutland. So this is why Rocks is huge. Primarina is put in range. He goes Pelipper here. He just takes away my Sand. So if Rocks had been up, he couldn't have gone Pelipper there, and he would have been forced to attack with Swampert there. But in hindsight, I still don't really see myself winning this game without making a few different plays. This doesn't KO, which is really huge, and I did lost the differential. And that differential comes into play because in my division, for some reason, I was in 3-3 and in last place after a certain point. So my division is like really competitive, unlike the other division, which had like people who were like 0-6 and stuff like that. So differential was huge. So this is my week 2 match versus Strokefish. And I'm going to show you guys my prep here. So I have Diamondes, which is my Gigalith. I really like Sand in this matchup. I have Diamondes with Heavy Slam, EQ, Stone Edge, Stealth Rocks. I have Dig Dug, the Excadrill with Earthquake, Rock Slide, Poison Jab, Swords Dance. Pretty standard Calm Mind, Clefable. I have Synthesis, the Dropkick, Rapid Spin, Aromatherapy, Serena, Fight EMZ, Cobalion, Fight EMZ Special Cobalion, and Spyro the Charizard with Will-O-Wisp, Roost, Thunder Punch, and Flare Blitz. So let's start the battle. I lead Charizard. I needed to scout if he was Choice Scarf Diggersby, and he was not. So I go right back into Charizard here, and he clicks Stealth Rocks. The reason I went Charizard is because I knew I could burn this, I think. I'm pretty sure I burned this here. Yeah, I burned this, and I pretty much wall it. He clicks Metal Burst, he reveals that. So I was really happy I didn't just Flare Blitz there. I Thunder Punch because I don't want him Metal Bursting me and like really killing me. So I was just going to chip him since I knew EQ was not going to do anything to me. He switches out. I click Will-O-Wisp there because I expected him to switch into Diggersby because he thought I was just going to spam Thunder Punch. I go into my Gigalith, which in hindsight was really a misplay because I could have Thunder Punched this Xatu and I could have killed it. Only reason I didn't is because I thought he was going to be Focus Sash or some weird set with like Focus Sash or like T-Wave or something. But I really should have done that because in this matchup I didn't really need Charizard at full speed. Like just looking at his team, I did not need Charizard at full speed. Because especially since I thought this Diggersby was Choice Scarf, and I'm pretty sure I still outsped Pangoro because of his set. So I should have stayed in there and tried to kill this, especially since it was Trick Room. I missed a Stone Edge here, but that doesn't matter at all because he was coming in on a resisted hit. And this right here, this was the misplay of the game that really locked it. I went hard Serena because it was Fizz Def on the Pangoro. I should have known that Pangoro was going to be Choice Band. Like that's one of Pangoro's few sets, like Life Orb or Choice Band. And Serena did not eat either of those. I really should have gone Clefable. Either Clefable or Cobalion. Actually, no, going Cobalion was a misplay because he should have been clicking the fighting move like Drain Punch. But going hard Serena was completely a misplay, and you'll see why later on. So he just takes my Serena here because I can't really do much with stopping it. I go Cobalion here because I'm pretty sure I chew anything. And I think I click Calm Mind. I knew I chewed Drain Punch. And oh wait, no, not chew. I knew he couldn't switch his move because I knew he was Choice Band. That's what I meant to say. So I click Flash Cannon there. I really should have Volt Switched or something instead, but I let him get Trick Room up again. And he goes into Aggron. I click Focus Blast and I kill the Aggron. And what does he go into here? He goes into Pangoro. So switch out, I go Cobalion. I decide to sack my Gigalith because I can tell he's a Trick Room team. So I don't really need the Sand for Excadrill anymore besides like Superior. I go Clefable here. I click Protect. He clicks Hammer Arm. And this is what sealed the game right here. He gets a crit Hammer Arm. And I'm pretty sure I'm Moonblast. So I lose my check basically to everything on his team. And it puts me in a position where if anything comes out, I have to click Wish. So this comes out. And he clicks Agility. And look at my team. I have no EQ resist anymore. I click Protect here. And I think he Agilities again. Yeah, he just Agilities again because he knows I have to Protect. And then this happens. That right there should have never KO'd. He was running Muscle Band on Draft Frontier, which is glitched right now. So Muscle Band is doing Choice Band damage. And no, it wasn't completely huge, but it's an illegal set, 1. And 2, I could have, there was no point really of me saying I could come back, but Cobalion could have chewed an EQ. Because I'm pretty sure I had some bulk on it. Yeah, I was running a little bit of HP, and we did the calcs later on, and Cobalion did chew an EQ. But it's whatever. It didn't really matter in hindsight because he still could have won at that point. My Charizard didn't really win if he was the right Superior set. And I didn't have Sand for Excadrill anymore, so Superior kind of just won here. He just kills all my Mons, so that's really the sweep. Muscle Band OP on Draft Frontier. They probably really need to get that fixed, like ASAP. But that's the game. So next, right now, at that point, I'm 0-2. And I'm feeling really, really bad because I joined as a replacement and I was hoping I could do well, but I really was not doing well, and I really needed a confidence booster. So we go into the power play week in which you play someone in the other conference with a record similar to yours, or the person in the same place as you in the other conference. So Bobert was, I think he was, no, he wasn't in last place. He was in 6th place, and I was in 6th place at this point. Let me go through my prep actually. So this is my prep for Bobber. I have Swords Dance, Dragon Claw, EQ, Charizard, Roost. I have Calm Mind, Soft Boil, Moonblast, Flamethrower, Berry, Clefable. I guess I should explain the EVs. I just tried to run max speed on Charizard. I'm pretty sure this was to eat from, I think it was to eat from Crocodile. And this set was made to wall Karen Black. No, I'm wrong. This set was made to wall Karen Black. I have a defensive Vaporeon that was also made to choose certain hits from his defensive mons. I have Excadrill as my kind of like my Wincon. I have Gigalith, and then I have Stoutland. And these 3 come to a lot of games because I really love Sand with this team. They help break things, even though they haven't been really successful these other 2 weeks. But let's start it off. So I leave Charizard and I click EQ because I'm tired of the games with Charizard where I try to preserve it and try to do this and that with it because obviously I'm doing something wrong. So I just click EQ. He clicks T-Wave. So my Charizard is like really crippled after turn 1. I click EQ again. He goes into his Mega Blastoise, I'm pretty sure, yeah. And then I go into my Vaporeon, which is like pretty much hard walls this thing. Blastoise cannot do anything to Bulky Warriors. I click Toxic here because I pretty much there was no way he was gonna go Escavalier there, not to risk the burn off the Scald. And Toxic is pretty free on all of his other mons. He goes KB. I go Gigalith because it's kind of like my soft KB Jack. He clicks Iron Head, protecting the Clefable switching, and that lets me know that he does have it, so that becomes kind of scary. I double into Exojoe's, protecting his other Iron Head, and I Stellium Z here. The only reason I Stellium Z here is because when I calced it, if he was offensive, this 100% KO'd. If he was defensive, it put him in range of Charizard's Declaw. Only reason I did that here. And the fact that I knew that I didn't really need Exojoe here. Stoutland was really like one of my main win con. Stoutland won this game right now with, I'm pretty sure I had Fire Fang, yeah. I just clicked return 5 times and then Fire Fang. Like, it's all I needed to do. So I just Stellium Z here for a lot of chip or to KO the Crocodile. Turns out he is literally max Crocodile. So we choose. I go Stoutland here. He gives me a Pokemon. And then I think he goes Mienshao here. And I made a misplay here on my part. Even if he had clicked Fake Out there, I think I should have stayed in. But I went hard Clefable. He gets the crit Fake Out. He switches out. And I click Soft Boiled here because I thought he was going to try to Poison Jab. But, of course, he's probably Scarf. Oh, no, he's Life Orb. Yeah, what am I talking about? Life Orb Regenerator. He clicks HAK there. And then I think he switches out again. Do I Calm Mind here? No, I just click Soft Boiled. At one point on Calm Mind and it's about to win. He clicks Iron Head, gets the crit. It kind of matters, but at the same time, I don't even have a fire move, so it's not huge. I get parried there, which I was kind of mad about because that would have been a really, really nice chip on Blastoise. Go Vaporeon. I think I click Toxic here again, or I click Wish. Yeah, I click Wish. And I'm pretty sure I go Gigalith. Yep. And he clicks a Dragon move. Yeah, he clicks Dragon Claw. And then I'm pretty sure he Dragonium Z's here. No, he doesn't Dragonium Z. He goes Crocodile, I get up my rocks, which is huge versus the KB. He gets up his rocks. And now I click Calm. Oh no, I click Flamethrower. And I just double Flamethrower. I get the burn. I'm Babiri, so I just Flamethrower again. And I want to save this Babiri Berry for Karen Black now. And this is the play of the game. So this point in time right here, I was in a position where there was very little way he could win. There was no real way he could come back. Karen Black should have died here. Blastoise can't do anything to Vaporeon. Crocodile is walled by Clefable and Vaporeon. Mienshao is soft checked by Vaporeon and hard walled by Clefable other than Poison Jab, but I could just, since I was Magic Guard, I can just switch around to make him misplay and click like HK or like another move on it. But he gets the Iron Head flinch here, and then this is where I make a series of plays. It's called choking. I go hard Charizard here. I didn't really need it anymore. Then I go into Vaporeon, and I click Protect. The reason why that's the misplay is because he did not reveal all of his moves yet, so he could have clicked Roost. And in which he did. I really should have gone like Gigalith or I should have gone Gigalith, to be honest. I was at 99% health. I could have just Stone Edge like EQ'd or clicked any move that did damage. Yes, he would have chipped it, but looking at his team, did I really need Gigalith anymore? I don't think I do. Once the KB goes down, it's over. So I could have gone Gigalith there, but I go into Vaporeon. He clicks Roost here, which comes back to bite me. Now I go Gigalith, and I'm pretty sure he Dragonium Z's. Yep. And so that's the series of plays of me choking. I click Edge, he goes Crocodile, he gets his Eye Papa Berry. He literally just made the comeback of the century. Like, he is now in a winning position. Like, Gigalith is basically dead, so my win con can't do much anymore if this does fall. Clefable is Calm Mind, but he can play around that with Karen Black and Mian Shao. He can Iron Head with Karen Black, and then he can go into Mian Shao and Poison Jab to KO. So, he clicks knockoff here. I live, and I get the toxic off, which is huge. That is huge. That is huge. Take away the crocodile, basically. And go into Stoutland. Force him to give me one mon. He gives me the crocodile, which I was really, really happy about, because I did not want to have to deal with the clicking EQ. He goes into this, clicks HJK, he claims his kill. I'm pretty sure I go into Clefable here. He goes into his Blastoise. I click Soft Boiled. He clicks Rapid Spin. I click Calm Mind. So this puts me in a semi-winning position, because I can just keep setting up on this. Over and over and over again. Eventually he goes hard Karen Black. He goes Karen Black after I kill the fucking Blastoise. He clicks Iron Head here. It takes the toxic damage. Clicks Roost. I click Scald because I didn't want to make the same mistake. So now he's in a position where he's just getting toxic stalled. I click Wish here, and I decide that I want to stay in with a Vaporeon. I know he's going to fake out there for the free chip. So I decide I want to stay in with Vaporeon, and this is where he chokes the game one. He clicks Poison Jab, where he really should have HJK'd, even though I lived. A Skull Burn is what really, really sealed the game, though. He couldn't do anything to me anymore. Clefable just wins at this point. The Skull Burn, I get the Skull Burn, and he just forfeits. So I get my first win in GDS. And then here comes the unwinnable matchup versus John W. This is by far the hardest game I've played so far. Breloom was such a huge problem in prep. Just like Zygarde and Alakazam were huge problems in prep. I didn't really have good checks to any of them. I could soft check each of them, but they still could have put in work. Excadrill really did a Scarf Excadrill really did a good job here. Once the Sila went down, or once the Zygarde got chipped, and the and the Slowbro got chipped. So he leads Zygarde, I lead Cobalion. Oh wait, let me go over the sets. So I'm Dragon Claw, Flame Charge, Swords Dance, Charizard X. So this is one win con. This is walled by Stakataka, but I have a very, very good Stakataka check in Palossand, so I was kind of fine with that. Wish, Protect, Scald, Haze, Vaporeon. Palossand, which hard walled Stakataka, did like 20 something with Gyro Ball because that was minus speed. Choice Scarf, Cobalion with HP Ice, Volt Switch, Close Combat, Iron Head. Earthquake, Double Scarf, Excadrill. So Earthquake, Iron Head, Rapid Spin, Stealth Rock. And then Chop Kick, Synthesis, Knockoff, Acrobatics, Serena. So I lead this, and I just Hidden Power. He clicks Earthquake. That does a ton to me. And I guess I see why he does click Earthquake there. My only T-Rose resist was a what's it called? Was Serena, and I didn't really have a need to bring Sigilith here, so EQ was higher base power, so it was just a better bring. My double HP Ice here, he gives me Zygarde, which I was so happy about. He goes Alakazam, I go Vaporeon, which I just want to say, Vaporeon does not check Alakazam at all, like at all. But it can chew 2 Psychics, so that's the reason it was my solution. He clicked Psychic there. I thought he would Energy Ball, but he didn't, so I was really happy about that. Sorry. And I plan on just stalling him out with Psychics. Like, that's honestly my only play. Just keep looking that. Picks Encore here. I think I click Protect again. No. I go hard Extra Joe. But I didn't expect him to Moonblast. Not Moonblast, I didn't expect him to Focus Blast. I get my rocks up, and at this point, I don't think he thinks I'm Scarf. He goes hard Breloom, and he clicks a move that I completely forgot Breloom had. I was like, what was my set? Like, I had no defense on this. Because I was like Spadef to try to chew a Psychic, and I'm pretty sure he had a Gengar, so that's why I was Kabaya Berry. I had Knockoff. But it just fell over, and the only reason I wasn't running any defense at all was because when I was going through calcs, the only Breloom set I would see was them having Mach Punch, Bullet Seed, and Rock Tomb. I chewed Rock Tomb, I chewed Mach Punch because of Queenly Majesty, and he needed 5 Bullet Seed hits to even take me past half health. So I knew he wasn't. There's just no way the RNG god would hate me so much they would give him 2 5-turn hits in a row. So he clicks Superpower there, and I have a 4% Serena. He goes Celesteela on my Acrobatics. And I also want to point out, he thinks I'm running speed on this because of how much the Superpower did. He can tell that I'm not max. Yeah, actually, he can probably tell that I'm not running any investment. So he thinks I'm running a lot of speed. So he doesn't want his Breloom to get killed by Acrobatics because he knew that I would have it. So I click Acrobatics here. And I just clicked Knockoff because I expected him to Leech Seed. Or I expected him to Air Slash. And I was fine with him doing either. I was completely fine with Serena dying at this point. I did get swept by Breloom, but at the same time, it was like, this isn't really a switch into it anymore. So, and I didn't actually outspeed it, so if there's any point where he actually clicks Superpower on it, this thing just died. So he clicks Leech Seed here, and then I switch out into my Charizard because I expect him to do a Steel move or do a Flying move. So I don't necessarily make a play, but I put myself in a position where I can have some fun. I'm pretty sure I SD here. And then he pulls out the Hida Slowbro set. So Dragon Claw does a ton. Clicks Scald. I'm pretty sure I roost up here, and he clicks Bulldoze. Bulldoze Slowbro. New meta. That is the best set ever. And then he clicks Toxic, which I'm really pissed about because I thought he didn't have it. So I click Flame Charge there because I did not want to let him Breloom. That was like the last thing I wanted. So he goes Alakazam here. He gets Tough Claws. And I just go into my Vaporeon. I plan to do the same thing. Just Wish, Protect, Spam. I don't really care about anything else. He goes Breloom here. I click Wish. And what do I do here? Oh, I give him the Vaporeon. I didn't really need it anymore. Alakazam was going to dick me down anyways. And especially since he revealed Encore. I go Serena. He goes Celesteela. I click Acrobatics. And then I go into the Cobalion. Only because I thought he would click like a rock move or something. And it turns out he just heavy slammed again, which I don't know why. So I think I Volt Switch here, I Volt Switch here, shift the Celesteela even more. And I go into my Charizard. He reveals Flamethrower. And then what do I do here? Do I just Flame Charge? Yeah. He goes Stakataka, and then Power Sand comes out for the first time. Clicks Gyro Ball, and it shows that it does nothing. Absolutely nothing. I absolutely chew. I click Shadow Ball here, didn't want to let his Breloom in for free. Now he goes Breloom, and I'm forced to give him a Mon. I decide to give him Cobalion, because I didn't really need Cobalion anymore. And since he kept doing it over and over again, I went Serena, because he thought I was max speed. So, he switches out of Breloom, again. And he goes into his Stakataka. I just click Acrobatics, because I can't afford to click anything else. I go into my Sandcastle. And then I predict him to go Breloom here. So I just click Shadow Ball, so I don't let it in for free. Now he only needs one more Life Orb hit, so he clicks Bullet Seed here. And how many hits does he get? He gets 3. He gets 4. He gets 5. Okay, but he kills himself in the Exart here, which I didn't really care about. I didn't really need Exart with these 2 Mons left. So I go extra drill, and at this point I'm like, oh shit, I can actually win. I can actually win. I can actually win. And I end up beating John W. So this puts me at 4-3 going into week 8, which is the final week of GDS. And then I get the forfeit win over Moxie. So I clinch playoffs. I'm probably gonna be uploading my playoff game soon, but I just want to upload this GDS run that we're really happy about. This is probably one of the funnest leagues I've been in. I really, really like sand. I love sand, to be honest. Even though I think the 2 games I won, I didn't use sand to win. But other than that, like, it's just really fun to prep with. I'm probably not going to use Exalt again for a while. I'm kind of tired of it. This is like a really, really nice run, and I'm looking forward to GDS Season 2. Hopefully I'm D1 again since I made playoffs, but there are no guarantees. I think the only way you can guarantee your end for GDS D1 again is if you win the championship, which is going to be a hard road to do. With like, I played TCMTL round 1, and then I have to play John W round 2 if he wins, which he's going to completely change his prep for me, which is probably going to be like terrible. And then like Hiker Toad and Jake and like other good players are in the other division, like Young Bill's in the other division, and they all made playoffs. So I would have to play one of them in finals, which is like an extremely hard road to win that. So I don't really think I'm going to, but you can always have hope. But this was fun. Thanks guys for watching. Please like and leave a comment. Enjoy your day. Goodbye.